The hour, man. Do you know where your kids are, man?
If you want to contact the John Lebang Show, feel free to send an email to jlebang@live.com. And if you're on Twitter, look him up at John Lebang. And don't forget to go to his Facebook page at The John Lebang Show. Banger. Now here's John.
All right, welcome back, folks. As we continue tonight's broadcasting, I'm going to bring you another little bit of stuff from some, stolid people. I mean, nice people out there. These writers or, I don't know what they are, but Charlotte Anderson and Jessica Booth of Redbook, they want to help you. And, we're all trying to be better people, and we want to help each other and give everybody our ideas to make things better. So these two ladies, and I commend them because they're trying so hard to help you out. They want you parents to know that you should probably never use these phrases in your vocabulary with your children because it'll have some negative effects on them. So I thought we'd discuss that. I'm not a parent, so I'm not privy to the concept of not saying certain things because it's bad for the kids. So as parents out there, I hope you will join in the conversation and let me know if you want to take these out of your vocabulary, out of your lexicon, so that way you don't hurt little Johnny and Jenny out there. You don't want to hurt their little feelings, or well, today it's more like Camilla and Nabella or something out there. I don't know what the common names are, but let's get into these common phrases. First one on the list that they say you probably shouldn't tell your kids is, "That's not how you do it. Let me show you." Because apparently that doesn't allow the kid to learn if you show them how to do it. You want them to fail over and over and over and over and over again, so they get frustrated with it and they just want to give up on it because it's not worth it, that they can't get it because nobody has shown them how to do it. I know that personally myself, Nobody showed me how to do this and that, and I had to figure it out all myself, and that's might make a good person in the long haul. You never know, but it sure as hell makes it a lot harder along the way as well. Just saying. Another one, and this is beautiful. I mean, please listen to these ladies. Don't say this. "What's wrong with you?" Don't say that to your kid. "What's wrong with you?" When the kid's having a temper tantrum, don't say, "What's wrong with you?" Say, "Johnny, come on now, Johnny. Calm down. Stop having a temper tantrum. It's okay." You can't say temper tantrum either. Let's move on because we don't have a lot of time to talk about the 200 and different things you're not supposed to say to your kid anymore, according to these experts. I don't know how we're going to pay the bills this month. Now, I don't know any parent out there that's going to bring up the fact that they're broke to their kids, like saying, "Yeah, we don't know where we're going to get food tomorrow. We don't know where we're going to do anything tomorrow. You're going to starve tomorrow." I think most parents have already removed that out of their lexicon. And if you didn't, well, just a suggestion from these two exceptional women who know how to raise children the best way possible. You'll never be anything different. Oh boy, that one gets me all day. You'll never be anything different. Let's see, like tell your kid if she wants to be a boy, or if a boy wants to dress like a girl, you can't. Don't do that. That's weird. Don't tell them you can't be anything different. Just accept yourself. That's like the opposite of this, but it's the same thing. Just accept who you are. Don't pretend to be a weirdo. You're already strange enough. I don't know. You'll never be any different. Okay, that's a great one. What's the next one? Don't tell your kid this one. Practice makes perfect, especially your little daughter there. Don't tell your little daughter that practice makes perfect, because that goes against everything she sees in the movies with Mary Sue Ray and Mary Sue Captain Marvel, who get everything without any struggle. I mean, just be yourself and don't be anything different. You know, little princess darling there, that if you want to move rocks like Ray, you just think about it and those rocks will move. Don't worry about practicing anything at all. Because what good is being good at something? What good is it, right? Don't practice makes perfect. My God, whatever. You're okay. That's another one you're not allowed to say to your kid anymore. God, you're okay. Yeah, keep crying. Keep crying. You fell on your face. Not a scratch. That's okay. You got bumped with a pillow. Now cry. Yeah, you're not allowed to say you're okay. All right, what's next? You can be anything you want to be. Don't tell your kid you can be anything that they want to be, according to these genius women, because your kid can't be anything they want to be, right? Earlier, just 2 phrases ago, typical. If I were to get into the mental state of these 2 women, but that would cause a lot of grief. So I'm going to avoid that. But just 2 phrases ago, it was practice makes perfect. And you'll never be anything different. You'll never be anything different. But, hey, you can be anything you want to be. You're never going to be anything different. You're just a nobody. But, hey, you're a nobody that could be anything, any nobody you want to be. Any nobody. These ninnies. And this is Charlotte Hilton Anderson and Jessica Booth. Just in case you guys want to, send these ladies a message over there at Redbook. You're being too sensitive. Keep crying. Keep crying. Oh, it's okay. Cry all you want. Snowflakes are being too sensitive. We're not allowed to tell them they're too sensitive. As parents, we're not allowed to tell them we're too sensitive. As people, everybody's allowed to be as sensitive as they want to be, so that way we all can be offended the whole time we're here in our existence on the planet. I mean, these are just fine examples of what you shouldn't say to your kid, because for some reason these two ladies here think these sentences will wreck your kid. I'm just going to leave you here then. Well, apparently if your child, according to these ladies, don't want to leave the house, you're not supposed to say, I'm just going to leave you here then. What are you going to do? You get a babysitter, whatever, I don't know what... whatever. Let's pass this one, because I have no idea where they're going at with this one. Leave me alone. Never say that to your children. Leave me alone. Parents, do you want to chime in on this one? I don't know of a parent that will say, leave me alone. Someone might say, calm down, I need a few minutes or something. But I guess the kids always have to come first, no matter how out of hand they might be, or you might need a second in your life because you've got a lot of stress. That's just, you can't tell them that. I do everything for you. Well, most parents do. And that's why we have so many cupcakes out there that can't do anything for themselves, and they are too sensitive. I think, personally, I tell them, you know what, I do everything for you. Get off your butt. Go cut the damn grass. Clean up something. I mean, this is me. Just me. But maybe that's being insensitive, because I'm an insensitive guy, apparently. What's the next one? You did great on your test, but why can't you do that all the time? Why do you suck? Why do you get B's, C's, and D's all the time? You showed you could get an A here. I don't know. Parents, you want to chime in on this one? I don't know. I don't see that much wrong with it. B is fine, but an A is better. Unless you're an asshole. Did I say that? What's better, the B, the bitch, or the asshole? Let me know in the comment section. You make me so mad. You know what? I've seen parents say that, and their kid made me so mad. So yeah, kids that are out of line, maybe sometimes you got to threaten them a little bit and going, you make me so mad, I'm going to kill you. You don't really want to kill them. You threaten them so they're scared of you a little bit. My God. Remember when kids actually respected their parents? Nowadays, the things you see, and parents are too scared to do anything about it. So let's go to Walmart and watch the families run around there. What about this one? Don't eat that, you'll get fat. I think we should tell everybody that, personally. Don't eat that, you'll get fat. Maybe if we were a little more honest about what we're eating and with each other in general, instead of just what we're eating in general with each other, we might have a better world in general. Because, if we don't want fat people, especially, do you really want your kid to be fat? Look at how bad parenting that is, because all that says is you don't care about their future health. So yeah, you know what? Hurt their feelings a little bit. Tell them they're getting fat. I'm okay with that. What do you think, parents? You're fat. See? I'm with it. You're fat, you little fricker. Stop eating 5 bags of Cheetos every day. I'm good with that. Is that going to offend some parents out there? Eat your peas. They're good for you. Yeah, don't encourage your kids to eat anything tasty, although some of my listeners know their kids love peas. They eat frozen peas by the handful. Get them all over. Sometimes you find them behind the couch. Those peas get everywhere. So that's why you don't want them eating the peas. These parents don't want to find peas under the couch and behind the couch and under the table. They don't want to vacuum. It's too much work. They get all squishy. They step in them. Leaves a little green mark on your poor little carpet there. What about this one? Don't say this to your kid. I'm so fat, I need to go on a diet. Because apparently that's offensive to your child. Don't say that at all to your child. I'm different. I'm like, if I'm fat, I say it. In fact, people that know me, I say I'm fat. They say, no, you're not fat, John. Yes, I'm fat. Look at my ass. Look at my gut. I'm fat. And I'm good with it. Maybe that will motivate people not to be fat. I'm just saying. Shame isn't always a bad thing. Man, I tell you what, when I got shamed as a kid, I straightened my butt up. Just saying. You don't diminish somebody, but you can shame them into getting a little bit better. Just saying. Maybe that's bad. That's insensitive, isn't it? We're not allowed to be insensitive these days because everybody is oversensitive. So if you're insensitive, you're so bad. You're just evil. You're the devil. I used drugs, smoked when I was a kid. Yeah, don't be honest with your kids at all. Don't be honest. You probably still use drugs and smoke, but hey, don't be honest with your kids at all. You know what's great is, in fact, I would be okay with saying that. The problem I have is the people who then, have like 2-year-olds in the back seat and you see them driving down the road smoking away. Clouds filling up on the inside because their window's not rolled down. That kid's breathing secondhand smoke. But hey, don't do that. That's okay. That's okay. Just don't tell your kids that you used to do drugs or smoked when you were a kid, because that would encourage them to smoke, not sitting there smoking away in front of them. Forget about that, right? Stop crying right now. That's another one. Now, I'm telling you what, I've been in a store where I've wanted to scream that at some lady's kid. Will you shut your kid up, man? You know what? Please take your kid out of here because you're driving me up a wall. That's insensitive, isn't it? Oh, boy. John, you're being an insensitive bastard today. Let's continue. It's not that big a deal. Probably isn't most of the time. Somebody crying. Oh, that's probably not that big a deal. It's like the snowflakes that are going to cry over the next few weeks over the non-indictment of the president. They're going to be crying. It's really not that big a deal. We knew the investigation wasn't that big a deal the whole time. Put away a couple scumbags that had nothing to do with the actual collusion. But hey, it's not that big a deal. Let's move on. Have a couple more of these before we go to break. Calm down. Boy, I've told a few people that. Some adults need that. So I have no problem telling a child to calm down, as well as a lot of adults. You know what your problem is? You're too emotional. You're too sensitive. Calm the frick down. Take a breath. Drink a glass.